Hello, and welcome everyone to this video on using UI elements in SAP Web Dynpro by ZaranTech. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our ZaranTech YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update from us.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video in-depth guide of using UI element in Web Dynpro. Today we will explore how to effectively use various UI elements to create interactive and user-friendly application. User interface elements are the building blocks of any application, providing the means for users to interact with your software. In Web Dynpro, mastering these elements is key to delivering a great user experience. In this video, we will cover everything you need to know about using UI element in Web Dynpro. We'll start by introducing you to the most commonly used UI elements and their purpose. First, we'll walk through how to add basic UI elements such as button, input field, radio button, tables, and many more. We will learn how to place these elements in your views and configure their properties and ensure they look and function correctly. Additionally, we will demonstrate how to handle events and validation with UI elements. These include setting up event handlers, validating user input, and providing feedback to users, ensuring a smooth and intuitive experience. By the end of this video, you will have a comprehensive understanding of how to use UI elements in Web Dynpro, enabling you to build dynamic and user-friendly application with confidence. So let's get started and unlock the full potential of UI elements in Web Dynpro. So you have to come to your logon and go to SC80 transaction. And we will be creating a new application, app2, using UI elements. And let's give the name of the window as w_main, and name of the view is v_main. And let's store it in a local object. And we will be activating our application. Let me activate our application and let's wait till that time. So we have created our application. What we have to do is we have to go to our view. And we will be creating a context node here. Let's change it in a changing mode. Context node, create. I will create a node. And let's use Mara table here. And we will be giving cardinality 1 to n because I will be using this context attribute for table UI element. We will be using table UI element here. So I have selected few fields from here. Let me go back one step. Let me create it again. Create node. What I will be doing, I will be fetching top 10 records in our table structure 1 to n. We'll go to add attribute form structure, Matner, ERSDA, created date, ER name, AE name, and MTRT. So that's all we need to do is control save. And now we have to go to our layout. And what we have to do is we have to click on this and we will be using Web Dynpro code wizard here. Here you will be getting an option to create table. I will choose table. And here you can choose the context. I will choose our context, which we have already created. And see all the bindings and everything has been created. We can choose what type we want, text view, input field, radio button, image, or anything you want. I will be setting it by default text view. And see our table has been created, and let's save it. And let's activate it. And let's wait for it to activate. And let's also create a Web Dynpro application, app2, and control save it. I will save it in a local package, and I will copy this URL, and I will go to the browser and see how it is looking in our browser for now. So see, our table has been created, but no data is coming. So for that, what we have to do is we have to go and we have to get some data. One thing what we can do is we can create a button element. As soon as we click on button, all the data will be appearing in our table. Or what we can do, another thing is we can go to our method and we will write the code in w2 init. As soon as our view will be loading, top 10 records will be coming to our UI element. So I think that will be not looking good. I will be creating a button UI element here, and with that button element, we will be using, by this we will be covering our button element or button UI element also. So by this we will be able to use two UI element at the same time. So button UI element has been created here. We can give text find. As soon as I will say, it will be appearing, but it is in a light color because we haven't created an on action. So I will write here is an option of tooltip. Whatever you write on tooltip, as soon as you will hover on the button, that data will be shown here. Find data from Mara. I have written this on our tooltip. As soon as we will be hovering on our tooltip, that will be appear here. So let's save it and let's activate it and see how it is looking now. How our application is looking now. Let me refresh it. So yeah, our button has been created and our tooltip is also appearing here. Find data from Mara. Now what we have to do is we have to write an on action because this button is not clickable because we haven't created any action to it. So yeah, let me firstly correct the spelling of this. Okay, let it be. Spelling doesn't matter. We will create an on action, find Mara, get Mara record. And let's click on it, control save. We can directly navigate from here. We can also go to our method section, and here you will able to see on action prefix is already added to our find Mara, and event handler is getting and description which we have given in while creating this on action. So we'll go to this and we will be doing select. What we want to do is we want to we have to want to display top 10 records of Mara table to our UI component table. So what we will be doing is we will be going and using set operation because we want to set data. First, we will write a select query. I will write the select query, and we will set that data into our table. So what you have to do, as we are using our table UI component, so we will choose set and we will check this box as table operation because it is mandatory when you are using table UI component. So yeah, it is created. Now what I will do is select. I will write the select query. Select star from Mara into corresponding fields of table LT Mara up to 10 rows. Firstly, let me up to 5 rows. And we will pass this LT Mara to here, LT Mara in our, this is to bind table. What data will be coming in LT Mara will be binded. This statement is responsible for binding the data to our UI component. So yeah, let's activate it and see what is happening in our application level. So yeah, that's it. We will go and refresh our application. So see, now find button is active and now it is now we can click on it. As soon as we'll click, see 5 records has been appearing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I can do is I can also get up to 10 rows. And let's activate our application. And let's refresh it. And as soon as we'll click on find button, see 10 records has been appearing here. Earlier we were able to see 5 records. So we can use as many elements, we can show as many data in a table required by as per our requirement. So let's go back to our application or our GUI. And what we have covered 2 UI component. Let's use some other UI component. Let us use let me create for one transparent container, TCO1 transparent container. So, yeah, so I have created this to differentiate between upper UI elements and lower UI elements. Let's choose matrix layout here, control save. One other UI component which can be used for as a separator between other UI component is gutter. That is named as horizontal gutter. Horizontal gutter. You can give any name. I have given the name as it is present in our application. So what I will do, I will move it one step up, control save it, and let's activate it. So what we will be seeing, I will show you. Let me so see, this is how our application is looking now, and let me refresh it. So you can see a bar has been appearing here, a straight black line is appearing here. It is a horizontal gutter. If you want to divide your page into multiple sections, you can use horizontal gutter UI element for that. You can also have multiple properties here. Height is set to medium. You can set to rule height small or large. I will set it to large, and let's save it and activate it. So yeah, our application has been activated. Let's go and refresh our application. See, a large gutter has been created, means more data, more space has been given as a top margin and a bottom margin in a horizontal gutter. So now what we will be using, I will be using, if you want to use images in your WebDyn component, what you can do, you can go and create you have to go and click on your component, and you have to choose create option, and here you will get a MIME object. So here you can create a MIME object or import a MIME object. I will choose import, and see our images section has been opened here. So I think first let's go to our browser and download some image. So yeah, let's go to image section, and let's choose any image and save as. IMG1 on desktop I'm creating. Okay, I think the format is not correct. I want to save it in a JPEG format. Let's see, can we download it in a JPEG format or not? Okay, let's see, are we able to use this or not? So yeah, we have downloaded one image, and we'll go to our application, create MIME object, import. We'll go to our desktop. We have stored our image on desktop only. Yeah, that was our image. And see, now we have to go and save it in a local object. You have to allow the permission. So yeah, see, one folder has been created for MIME object. Now what we have to do is, we have to come to our table container, transparent container, insert element, image 1, and here you have to choose image, and here a mandatory field is showing is source. What you have to do, you have to come here and click on this F4 help, and you have to go to component images, And I think we are not able to use that image because that is not in our JPEG format. So what we'll do, we will use standard image from here. Go to pictogram, SAP GUI large icons. Let me see an image which is good, which we can use. So yeah, let's use this as our image. As we are not able to use that image, so let me see how it is appearing on a Web Dynpro application. Let's go and refresh it. So see, a small image has been appeared here. Let me choose any other image if I will be able to use download that in a JPEG format or not. Yeah, this is in a JPEG format. Desktop IMG1, and it has been saved. So what I will do, I will go quickly back to our application, and I will import that MIME object, that image here in MIME object in desktop section. It was there, IMG1, it is here. And let's save it. Save it. Remember my choice, allow. So it has been created. Let's go here and insert element IMG2, IMG. We have to go here and go to click on F4 button on here. Go to component image and see our image is appearing here. So yeah, we are able to use that image. Let me activate it and let's go to a browser and see how our image is appearing. And let's go here and refresh it. So see, our custom image is also appearing here. So we are able to use custom image in our Web Dynpro component also. So yeah, that's we have covered image UI component also. And what other thing we can do is we can also create a carousel of images. If you want multiple images in a carousel format, we can also do that also. So yeah, in carousel, what we have created a carousel object here, a UI element here. We can use insert element. In this, we can choose what kind of carousel you want. Image 3, because we have to give unique ID to every UI element. Here, what we will choose on source is same image which we have already used here, component image, and we can only one image is not used in carousel. If you want to use multiple images in your application, then we use carousel. So now we have only one custom image. For this, I will use one standard image. Okay, image 2 is already existing. I will create image 4. So in this as source, I will use one standard image because we have only one image. Icon large, I will choose this as our image. Let's save it, activate it. And let's go here and let's refresh it. So I see a carousel is already created and 2 is showing here. 2 dot are showing means we have 2 images in that. One is this and one is our custom image and one is our SAP images provided by SAP standard. Go to our UI component back. What we can do is we can also create radio buttons also. In this, what we will do, I will go and insert element. I will create another table container, a transparent container for better look and feel. And let's save it. Here I will insert element. Radio button. I want to create a radio buttons here. If you want to create a single radio button, you can use this radio button. I want to create multiple radio buttons, so I will use radio button group by index, RBG1. So see, we are able to see multiple radio buttons here. So what we have to do is in this, we have to go to this text property and we will bind it with Matner. Let me see if it is working or not, because Matner will be holding 10 records as soon as we'll click on the button. So I banded this with a button and let's activate it. So what we can do is we can create another context for this, but as we have less time to create a new context, so what I will be doing, I will be using the context which we have already created. See, nothing is coming here, but we have written the logic of a context node in a find button. As soon as we will click on find button, the table data will appear, and I'm expecting that as soon as I will click on the find button, the data in radio button will also appear. So let me see. Yeah, see, radio button have also got properties. So there will be 10 radio buttons because we have written up to 10 rows. You can like if you want some new fields in this radio button, means if you want some other data in the radio button, you can write logic accordingly. But I am reusing the same logic, so I have binded the same context node into this radio button. So we have used radio button, we have used images, we have used carousel, we have used button, we have used table. What we can use is we can use input field, for using input field. What we can do is I can minimize this, insert element, INP, input field. This is the one of the basic UI element, input field. And for that, what we can do is, okay, I think I have disabled something by mistake. On value section, we will go and bind it with matter. And we can create an on action for it. As soon as you enter the data in this input field, what should happen? So I will create a label for this UI element, this UI element input field, that is input field. So by and label. Okay, I think I have created label at the wrong place in this section. I will remove it. I have to create label for the input field. Insert element, label, label. A label in label for property, what we will do, we will choose our input field. Here we are having input field, save it. What we'll do, we will move this UI element one step up, so it will appear one step before our input field. So go to our go to our Web Dynpro view section. See, our label has also been created here. As soon as I will click this on this, so our input field will be going downward. So on this, when you will click on this, F4 help is available. See, you can enter material number here, and you will be able to like we have created an input field from here. You can enter any data in here, and you can go accordingly and search that data, or you can write any operation on that UI on that value. So yeah, that's all. We have created input field, we have used label, we have used almost basic all UI elements in our Web Dynpro Web Dynpro component. If you want to create group of input field, what you can do is you can go and create container form for that. You have to come here, you have to choose the Mara, because you want to create input field for all the elements of this context node. We can use container form. As soon as we click here and activate it, let it activate, and let's go to our browser and see. Okay, it is not appearing here. I think we have missed something. Okay, that has not been created, I guess. Insert element. Firstly, let me insert an element TCO3. transparent container. And in this transparent container, I will create container form. Context, Mara, and let's activate it. Let it activate first. It is activated. Now we will go to a browser. So see, our we have created multiple input field with the help of create container form. So yeah, we have covered almost many UI elements. You can explore more according to your time or according to your interest. I have covered few important UI elements which are important while creating WebDyn Pro component. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.